We are now officially recording.
All right, 1 second. And we're going to go live in 3, 2, 1, and... Thatchannel's. Ah, we missed it. Anyway.
We missed it again.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thatchannel's takeover of University of Salford's radio studio for 3 hours because Harry decided to book it out.
Yep, basically.
We are here today with Mr. Harry Stoko.
Hello.
Myself, Mr. Patrick Swain. Mr. Richard Parnell is back with us.
Hello.
And for the first time ever, Hodger Parnell.
I am going to kill you.
Hello. Her real name's Georgia, apparently.
Yes, don't call me Hodger.
Her name's Hodger, and that is the law.
No, it's not.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about some wonderful things. Today we're holed up in this radio studio at the University of Salford. In front of us is a desk of many switches and things.
Which Patrick has been playing with far too much.
Oh, it's so fun. Listen to this.
Warning. This is a takeover.
Damn straight. So, there's so much copyrighted music on here that I can give us strikes for, but let's not.
Let's not play any of the copyright.
Let's not. We can have some fun with the traffic and weather jingles. Won't that be fun at some point?
Yep. So,
Yay.
this is the second podcast of the Nerdy Firsts.
But
but
with
Georgia isn't a Nerdy First.
No.
So.
No.
She's in the first year of college.
Oh,
Yeah,
that doesn't
okay.
It kind of counts.
That
have
kind
s-
of makes sense.
So much pain is coming your way. So much.
I already warned her, don't worry.
So me and
I
Patrick
think
are
I'm
in
already
this
feeling it.
in this radio station,
Yes.
and Georgia is on an iPad, I believe,
Yes.
and Richard is on the headset of Wonders.
My Corsair Raptor HS40 gaming headset that's broken.
We're not sponsored.
Yes.
Other headsets are
Hashtag
available.
no spawn.
We have.
Better headsets are available.
Yeah, we have to say that now. We're in a radio station.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That's the law.
This
and
isn't
stuff.
actually going out live though. Just
No.
I
Do it
haven't-
live.
I haven't been taught how to do that yet.
If you could do live, we could do sponsored music and things like that.
Yeah, we
And
can.
get requests
Listen,
like a real radio station.
We can do stuff like look.
We can
have-
do copyrighted music as long as it's less than 10 seconds.
Exactly. So we've got stuff like this.
1, 2, 3,
You all know what that song is. Right.
Just the introductions.
Hey.
So what are we going to be doing today, Harold?
We've got stuff to talk about.
Yes, stuff and things. Actually, your name's not Harold because your name is Henry.
Harold,
Harold.
the one out of the Bible.
Indeed.
Um,
Multiple.
I
Harold.
stole all the children. And killed them all.
I keep forgetting what his actual name is.
Yeah,
So
that's
do I.
fair
Cousin.
enough.
He only uses it on official forms when I make him. Right, so I've travelled multiple hundred miles up from the University of Exeter just to be here in the University of Salford for Mr. Harold Stoko to
He's
see
just
me.
gone from university to university.
Exactly. He's a very lonely man. He only has me as a friend. So I feel like sometimes we have to take him out of the asylum, just give him a couple of trips out, let him see the fresh air, feed him some food. You know, it's nice. The nurses said, okay, Harry, we're going to do this. Right. Just take him. He's a lonely man, sits in his bedroom all day. We caught him last week brushing his teeth with soap. It's all a weird thing.
Right.
His brain's not quite working properly, so I'm just here as appeasement.
Makes sense.
Yes. Oh, quiet air. We're not meant to do that. Right. So what are we going to be talking about today, Mr. Harry Stoko?
Well, you've got most of the topics.
What's
so-
I have most of the topics.
Yes.
Really? Right.
Yes.
Okay. So things that have happened this week. Keep talking. My shoes have tied themselves together.
How did your shoes tie themselves together?
I don't know. I was lounging across the desk. It's a big desk, and all of a sudden my shoes
right.
clipped.
I've
Well
got
done.
a shout out I was told to make.
What's your
Hold on.
shout out?
Hi Danny, I'm on a podcast. That's it.
Fantastic. Thank you. Applause.
Woo, shout out.
I'm so good at the shout outs.
Shout
Yeah,
out.
There's an applause sound effect if you find it.
That's
Oh.
Danny's.
God, I have to
Ooh.
make
My friend.
applause.
There
Right.
was- There was an applause sound
Keep
effect.
Good luck
talking.
finding that.
Keep talking.
Words.
Patrick's
University
now scrolling
words.
through everything.
Yes.
Harry, quickly talk
Ah,
about
the
university.
doorbell just went.
Your doorbell. I was
Fantastic.
going to say that's not a sound effect that we have. It's just a
Uh-huh.
real sound effect.
Oh yeah.
So, have you all heard of
no
Tesla?
idea who's at the door.
Oh yes. Right. Things are happening.
Have you heard of Tesla?
Richard.
Yes. Yeah, of course
I
I
feel
do.
like
Everyone knows
Hodge
that.
is off somewhere doing some people, not
I
meeting
think
some
she's-
people.
Don't infer things about my sister.
I was not. Okay, I made a basic slip up, which all of us can do. and it unfortunately happened to be sexually pointed.
What's happening with Tesla?
Tesla! Right, okay, so first news of the week. Let's make a news sting. Person news intro. Let's see how that sounds. One sec, that's on this one.
Well, I'm joined here by Cat Bill.
That's not a news introduction, that's a man speaking. Let's do a he's still talking. Let's do a news out stab. Here we go. Right, so today with Mr. Elon Musk has decided to talk about Tesla things. So what's happening is Tesla have removed their autopilot feature and they've replaced it instead with a full self-driving hardware on all the cars, multiple cameras, multiple radar systems, and now the car is the first commercially available car to not have a weird spinny thing on and be able to drive itself. Thoughts, please?
Death of humanity and the rise of the Terminators, basically.
Makes sense.
Thank you for that, Richard.
It's well-timed sound effects. Make it. We need the applause and the dun it at the.
Look, I'm gonna see if I can find it, okay? But
it should be in like sound effects.
I'm
or
back.
where's
Something. Ah,
sound
she's
effects?
back.
Ah.
What
Generic.
happened, girl?
I muted you,
Oh,
which was good.
thank
Well,
you
no,
very
I didn't
much.
mute you. I muted myself.
That's the you win sound effect.
Yay!
Yay.
I found a you lose sound effect before.
I think that was in the same folder. Oh no, this is wrong sound. Yeah,
Yeah,
keep
this
those
is the
in
wrong
those
sound.
days.
Ha!
So if you say something incorrect, that's what happens.
Ah, I'm
Um,
having
I
too
don't
much fun.
He's having far too much fun in the radio studio. So Georgia, you didn't hear what Patrick said?
I
Basically,
caught the last half of it.
The
so
last half
basically
of it.
Cars which can drive themselves.
Indeed.
Yes.
self-driving
Yay!
vehicles will play a crucial role in improving transportation safety and accelerating the world's transition to a sustainable future.
Harry, you've got an incredibly good memory. How did you
know.
remember all that?
Oh,
from
I
the
don't
presentation?
know.
Could it be that we have 5 computer monitors in front of us?
No.
Not at all.
Amazing.
Stop playing
Stop
this-
it!
So,
Has
all.
anyone seen that?
Keep
No.
speaking.
Has anyone seen what?
Has anyone seen that Doctor Who episode where they have like the
Atmos in the car.
yeah, that one.
I'm gonna
The
say-
one
They drive
the
themselves, they
cars
drive
kept
people
killing
to rivers.
Ah, yeah, that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes, is that what we're worried about?
So basically, that's gonna happen.
You think we're all gonna die?
It's
Yeah.
tyrant
Patrick, what
people
are your
come out
thoughts
back
on it?
business.
Humanity wins.
No, what do you think about it, Patrick?
I'm thinking genuinely, it's a good thing, because like, what if you're struggling, you've hurt your arm, you need to go to the doctors, you don't want to bring out an ambulance, you can't drive, you're on your own, you're all alone, right? You can't drive because it'd be unsafe,
Yeah.
or if you're drunk, and you're
Drunk driving is a big one because obviously that's a much more mass audience.
Yes, and but what? Yeah, I
mean,
guess so.
a bigger target. You know, people.
Slightly-
Lots of people
slightly irresponsible.
No,
But
I
if
don't
you-
mean people who do drunk drive, but people who are in the position where it would be more useful to than to get a taxi, for instance.
I mean,
would benefit.
I personally, as Tesla, are extremely exciting cars and can accelerate very quickly and drive very nicely. I personally wouldn't self-drive all the time. It's like for long car journeys where you can get tired and it becomes dangerous after a certain amount of time, or if
It's instead of a coffee.
yes, basically, and which is good for drug addiction. And instead
yeah.
of like yes, humanity wins, but like as well, like they're promoting a taxi service for this, which is being rolled out next year. So instead of Uber, 1 second, you don't know if you're going to get killed by a chainsaw or not.
Brilliant.
Get that,
Brilliant.
thank you.
Uh,
There's
Gosh.
just going to be self-driving Teslas, and you get paid to put your car into the fleet. You can say no if you don't want to. And basically, what? Oh, Harry, you're twiddling with my knob. What are you doing? I now sound like a chipmunk. What are you doing?
What happens in
He's-
Salford stays in Salford.
He's playing with hurts. No, stop it. Thank
Okay.
you. My voice should sound normal
okay.
now.
Okay.
And basically, what happens is taxis will come exactly to your location, and they will drive you, and then they'll keep driving. And they'll plug themselves in because they've got this snake charger thing now that knows exactly where the charging
See,
port
that
is.
does sound like Terminator. That
Yeah.
does sound very. The snake thing does sound very Terminator.
It does. It does, but Terminator is a good film. And
But not when humanity gets destroyed.
and the thing is, as well as this, the
Death to humans.
there's a summon feature, which basically means you tap your thing on your phone, and the car finds the nearest parking space near to you, and it doesn't matter if you're on, say, in Exeter or wherever. The car will drive down the motorway, charge itself halfway down, and drive exactly to your location, and it will pick you up.
See, I'd be worried about my expensive car driving away by itself and be like, the money is gone.
That's a fair point. It could get
You,
robbed.
you don't want to spend all this money and wake up and it's gone. Can you imagine?
Right,
You
what-
just sort of look out the window. Where did my car go? Well, it can drive
Patrick's
itself. It
stolen
went to
it.
the pub.
Patrick's stolen it.
Went to the pub.
Well, it
Imagine
went to
that.
the car pub to get some fuel.
If,
Patrick
if my
stole it.
dad's no, but imagine that instead of having to pay 120 quid for a train return for me
Yeah.
back from Exeter.
Oh, your dad can just send his
Yeah,
Tesla
just
down
send
to
the Tesla
Exeter
down.
and then send it back again.
Can I just point out my dad doesn't have a Tesla despite my multiple efforts.
He has
Okay.
been trying to get him.
I
to
have
buy one, so
tried many times. It doesn't work.
You only got the end of it.
I'm sorry. One sec.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. Okay. So next topic.
Wow, I
Wait,
can't believe we
no,
burnt through.
Don't next topic already. I wanted to talk about that.
All right,
on,
Richard,
Richard.
please go ahead.
I have more than just the death of humanity. I like cars. I'm a car person, and it removes the I don't know. It just removes the humanity from the car. It's kind of
It can still be driven by a
yeah,
human.
but
It's not.
it's not just the car. That bit. It's the fact that Teslas don't have engines. They just have batteries and
Saving the
cost
environment.
things. No, burn the environment down. I want a Jag.
That's a fair point. But
You
again,
don't get
it's
the-
not for everyone.
It's not the feel. You don't get the feel from driving that sort of thing because you want the sound
Well,
of the
you
engine.
certainly get
It's
the
a
acceleration.
multi-sensular.
You certainly get the
Would
acceleration.
you feel better about it
Yeah.
if they added in aesthetic engine noises?
No, because I wouldn't be able to see it and feel it working. You can feel the rumble of an engine.
You don't
Yeah.
get the
Hear it.
vibrations.
That's fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
George, you know our car. You remember the
Good,
Frontera?
Good vibration.
Georgia,
Yeah.
you remember the Frontera?
Thank you for that, Georgia.
Sorry.
Wow. We
Oh.
used to have
Trying to
a
go on tangents.
3.2 to V6 petrol Frontera. You remember the Frontera girl?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
good.
have
Well,
no
do you remember
idea
that
what's
compared to
going
this
on.
new one? The little whatever it is.
The Fiesta.
What is it?
Oh, that's
Focus
cute.
Fiesta?
It's
yeah.
a Fiesta.
Are you
yeah.
abusing
Yeah.
Fiestas?
There's just
because
so
they will
much
actually murder
difference
you?
there. You can't feel it. It doesn't feel like it wants to go. It just feels sort of weak and pitiful.
Can we all just
No,
hold down for a
Feels
second?
like a go-kart.
Can we all just
Yeah.
hold up for a second because I have some incredibly sad news.
Why are you
What?
gonna play
What?
the...
I'm going to play the weather theme tune just quietly in the background.
That's not exactly a sad thing.
On Tuesday of this week, Patrick Swain's beautifully loved Ford Fiesta was being driven by his father. It was a dark, stormy night. Dragons were in the sky. Rain was pouring down. His father pulled up some traffic lights. "Would the car go?" he said. The car would not, for its heart was dead. The car would not move. It cannot be recovered. The car is going to be crushed. And that is why I
That's
don't like my
abrupt.
dad anymore.
Oh,
I think you
gosh.
should play the.
He's killed my car! I loved that car! If y'all have been following the channel, that would be the car from the Mad Max driving
Yes,
video.
that's the car that we got trapped in for a few hours.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. And that car is now dead because my dad doesn't treat it properly. Or didn't.
Well, that's the thing. It's got to be harder to fix these things if they go wrong. And if they go wrong, couldn't it kill like 40 people before someone can figure out
Goes
how
on
to
a
turn it off?
rampage.
Well, yeah, it's
Go
like,
on a rampage around the town, and then someone finally shuts it down with a bazooka or something, and they have to buy a new car.
I
After
think
the
that's slightly
Frontera died-
over-exaggerating. Ever so
Well, how do you
slightly.
stop a Tesla that's going on a mad rampage at its high?
You press the brake and it
accelerate
turns off
guns.
autopilot.
No, when you're not in it, when it's driving to you, and then the computer has like a hissy fit, like every computer does ever, because his computers
running
love
on
having
Linux.
hissy fit.
It's running on
And
Linux.
Linux is a mess sometimes. Depends how they've done the code. I ran a Linux system at one point. I had that
One-
little Raspberry Pi, and that Linux kind of sucked.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a much
full-
more skeleton operating system, though. I like how it runs faster on old machines.
Mhm.
It does. Yeah. It is
So-
more skeleton now.
To summarize, Richard doesn't like Teslas because they don't have petrol engines and they don't have sound. Harry, what's your point of view on this?
I think that yes, thank you.
Yes. Distance from microphone there.
I think that I'm kind of in the middle because I think the idea that it can help reduce accidents from, people being tired, people being drunk. I think I prefer the idea of the
People dying.
self-driving. No. I think I prefer the idea of the self-driving hardware when people are in the car with it. Like, I think that counteracts a lot of Richard's problems with it if they just had it when there's someone in there. Because obviously then you still get the advantages of the, if they're tired or drunk, etc. But you don't, I feel like sending my car off like a dog would just be a step too far.
That's fair enough.
Like, go pick up the shopping.
Imagine a self-driving car that can drive itself, no one in it, accelerating 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds.
Exactly. You would scare.
That's the thing,
No,
yeah.
imagine driving down the motorway. You sort of look casually to the side, like, oh, that guy cut me off, and there's no one in there.
Can you imagine the dog's just trapped in the car and there's just a Labrador just drifting past?
Go on, car out the window. Take the car. Car can take the dog for a walk.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Just set the car at a really low speed and just let the
tie
car
a lead to the wind
just
mirror.
walk the dog.
Drag it along.
Oh dear.
But yeah, I think I prefer it when the people are in it. But I can imagine it being hilarious if you're driving past on the motorway and there's no one in it, and you just get really angry. You're like, road rage, and there's no one there to hear you shouting at them.
That's fair enough.
Just start swearing in an empty car.
Yeah. Where is
Alright.
no one in there?
So, that's our discussion on Tesla.
Georgia, do you have any thoughts?
I was just thinking, like, in the future,
Oh, bless you.
if, like, we had these cars for a long time, what if everyone forgot how to drive because they were just using this drive-yourself car, and then all of the cars, like, broke down or something? They wouldn't be able to drive themselves anywhere, and we'd go backwards.
Yeah,
I think
could be an issue of
That's an
cars
interesting
are one
point.
go forwards and one go backwards and then a steering wheel.
No, she means backwards in time, as in
No,
fair
backwards in time. As
unlearn
in,
how
we
to
don't
drive.
like
Electric
walking
cars
everywhere.
are more simple than petrol cars to drive because petrol cars have got gear sticks. Unless
Yes,
you're in
but
America.
They wouldn't have, like, driving tests or anything like that because the car can just drive themselves.
I think you'd still need driving tests. I think you would, because then
Probably
You'd
for the
have-
emergency situations. Like
Yeah.
Richard said, if it goes wrong and you need to take control, you need to know how to drive it.
yeah, exactly.
Unless
Mhm.
you're just
Mm.
really lazy and you just, like you say, just sit in the back seat. Like, yeah, I can drive from the back seat.
Yeah, if I was in control of the country, which I will be at some point.
Let's hope. And you'll have much more reasonable policies.
Basically, I'd make people still pass the test because then they're in control of the car. They're in control of this massive machine that can murder people. And
Like Richard said, the
yeah.
Terminator car.
It's still like 2 tons of metal flying around at God knows how fast. You
That's a
know,
fair
that's
point.
dangerous.
I think with the battery packs, it's 3.5 tons.
Oh
That
my
can
Jesus
again
Christ.
accelerate
Oh
from
my
0 to
gosh.
60 in 2.5 seconds. It's
That's
stupid.
dangerous.
So
Very
they've got 250 meters of range.
Yeah, there's 8
the
surround
sensors.
sound. Yes, 8 surrounding cameras provide 360 degrees of visibility around the car at up to 250 meters of range. 12 updated ultrasonic sensors complement this vision, allowing for direction of both hard and soft objects, that would be Harry, at nearly twice the distance of the prior system. Get that. A forward-facing radar with enhanced processing provides additional data about the world on a redundant wavelength, capable of seeing through heavy rain, fog, dust, and even the car ahead.
Wait, it can see through the car ahead.
Yeah, basically it bounces.
That's weird.
No, it sees the car ahead, but it also bounces the radar underneath the car and can see the car ahead of the car ahead.
I
So if
see.
there's heavy fog, which the cameras can't see and the people in the car in front can't see, the radar knows what's happening to the car in front of the car in front before the car in front knows what's happening to the car in front
So
of
that's
it.
why they're playing so heavily on it being better than human driving, because obviously humans can't judge movements of the car in front of the car in front of the car in front.
Yeah, through like heavy fog and stuff.
Well, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean that that'll bring an end to all of this defrosting your windscreen in winter? Because you just go, oh well, it can drive while it defrosts.
Something like
a
that.
good point.
And apparently this the new onboard computer has 40 times the computing power of any other car computer.
Well,
that's
isn't
kind
it
of
made by
obvious because it drives itself.
NVIDIA.
Probably.
NVIDIA did a big keynote speech about self-driving cars and things a couple CESs ago.
I
So I
will
think it
Google
might be an NVIDIA chip.
Well, I have absolutely no idea. Harry is currently typing, as you can probably hear. Typety, typety, type.
If you type in NVIDIA Tesla, it just comes up with a load of cards called Tesla. So that doesn't work.
Yeah, there's Tesla cards.
No, yeah,
it was.
that's a
I'm
very
sure there was a
confusing
keynote speech. It was about the Tegra X1. I think they were using the Tegra X1, which is a a sort of APU that Nvidia's put together
Fascinating.
with ARM cores. It's
all right.
quite interesting.
So, I think, should we end the podcast there? Because we've been going for a good 15
Okay.
minutes.
We've done 20 minutes.
We've done 20 minutes. All right, fantastic. Okay, thank you everybody for coming and listening to this. Let's put on a traffic outro for this. And here we go. All right, thank you everybody for coming and listening to that channel's first ever
Nerdy
professionally made podcast called The Nerdy Firsts. This was from me, Patrick Swain,
Oh, not this again. And me, Harry Stoker.
and Mr. Richard.
Hello,
Yes,
me. I'm sitting in a room. Yay!
and Mr. Georgia Parnell.
Mister?
Yes.
Yep. I have just changed gender.
And and that from everybody here at Salford and elsewhere. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and good night.